And go.
Ladies and gentlemen, to commemorate the 100th anniversary of their establishment, the Naval Academy Drum and Bugle Corps would like to present this special pregame performance. Founded in 1914, the Naval Academy Drum and Bugle Corps has a long and proud tradition in support of the Brigade of Midshipmen and Navy athletics. The Corps is led on the field by Corps Commander, Midshipman Lieutenant Junior Grade Christine Baldridge of Campbell, California.
Chris is turned up now. Just let me know. Go ahead. Go ahead, Melissa. I'm sorry, say that one more time, Melissa.
The Naval Academy Band is under the direction of Lieutenant Junior Grade Patrick Hill. The drum major is musician first class James Hurd.
Congrats going up right now.
The brigade is commanded by Midshipman Captain Christopher Diorio of Yorktown, Virginia.
All right, go ahead, Melissa. I'm ready for you.
First Regiment is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Commander John Lucas of Snohomish, Washington. First Battalion is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Commander Catherine McVarich of Braintree, Massachusetts. First Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Christian Holloman of Havelock, North Carolina. Second Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Mark Blankenship Jr. of Marysville, Washington. Third Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Evan Nickel of Atlanta, Georgia. Fourth Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Ryan Bresnick of Bradford, Pennsylvania.
Student coach Lainey Richardson, accompanied by Mother Mika and Kafka.
Fifth Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Kelly Freer of Shelton, Connecticut. Second Battalion is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Commander Derek Garner of Merville, Tennessee. Sixth Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Logan Burchett of Bell Buckle, Tennessee.
Crystal and John Dramatiz, is that what you said?
Seventh Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Connor O'Neill of Annapolis, Maryland. Eighth Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Timothy Sabian of Mendon, Massachusetts.
Got it, go ahead.
Ninth Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Brian Hunt of Matamoros, Pennsylvania.
So, nephew Kevin is joining his friends.
10th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Kurt Payne of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
The Museum Edition.
3rd Battalion is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Jason Davin of Yorktown Heights, New York.
Student coach Lainey Richardson. I'll also add one underneath Chris.
11th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Charles Jordan of Lilburn, Georgia.
Yep. Accompanied by Mother Mika Richardson.
12th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Timothy Howard II of Plainsboro, New Jersey.
Student coach Lainey Richardson for Katya, or is that a sister?
13th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant John Nairati of Bend, Oregon. 14th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Brandon Tran of Montebello, California. 15th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Benton Boyd of Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Brother Amari is not here for Shakir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Passing before you now is the color guard with Midshipman 3rd Class Lowry carrying our national ensign, Midshipman 2nd Class Puck carrying the Brigade of Midshipmen flag, Midshipman 3rd Class Stabler with the battle colors of the United States Marine Corps, and Midshipman 2nd Class Pang with the battle colors of the United States Navy. The riflemen are Midshipman 3rd Class Fleming and Midshipman 3rd Class Sewell. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
You're caught up. You want to go ahead with the next one.
The 2nd Regiment is commanded by Midshipman Commander Cricket Masters of Joplin, Missouri. 4th Battalion is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Commander Jess Fellows of Vienna, Virginia. 16th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Evelyn Rios of Fort Myers, Florida.
Yeah, go ahead.
17th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Timothy Waterman of Ashburn, Virginia. 18th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Junior Grade Colin Dembski of Oak Lawn, Illinois. 19th Company, the Color Company, is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Junior Grade Stephen Moore of Marietta, Georgia. The midshipmen of the Color Company have distinguished themselves as the most proficient in the brigade in areas of academics, military professionalism, and naval skill. 20th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Christopher Lee of Encinitas, California. 5th Battalion is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Commander Taylor Compton of Grand Haven, Michigan. 21st Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant David Tisler of Aiken, South Carolina. 22nd Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Zach Nelson of Minneapolis, Minnesota. 23rd Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Ryan Eilerman of Joppa, Maryland. 24th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Jonathan Ladouce of Elmira, New York. 25th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Junior Grade Lee Adamovich of Simsbury, Connecticut. The 6th Battalion is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Commander Kevin Lee of Gainesville, Virginia. 26th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Matt Silverberg of Lake St. Louis, Missouri. 27th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Jordan Snyder of Bel Air, Maryland. 28th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Eric Bermudez of Topsfield, Massachusetts. 29th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant John Hogan of Chevy Chase, Maryland. 30th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Junior Grade Matthew Brook of Gaylordsville, Connecticut. Passing before you now are the pipes and drums of the Brigade of Midshipmen. Pipes and drums is led by Midshipman Lieutenant Junior Grade Megan Lewis of Pleasant Grove, Utah. The drum major is Midshipman 3rd Class Raj Patel of New York, New York.
Double check here. So it's my Mary Chambers and Mick Chambers. Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to say Mary.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Brigade of Midshipmen.
30 seconds to anthem. Stand by anthem.
Say, I'm sorry, I was talking to Greg. Can you say one more?
I don't have it.
You have it?
Rolling through the anthem.
Right here.
Thank you. Rolling through.
And
Thank you.
read the anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and turn your attention to the American flag and join the combined Men's and Women's Naval Academy Glee Club and Gospel Choir under the direction of Dr. Aaron Smith as they sing